Hey there. We are out front. This will add a little bit of stamp into these corners. I got most of it off, but I have found that slightly round in the corners makes it feel much better. We don't want to do too much. Yes, this is the unofficial holiday version of art practice. How are you doing today? It's a little bit loud, but it's not like a actual mechanical tool. I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I might add a little couple finishing touches to that sunflower, but it's basically done, and I'll show you that here in a moment. Come on in. This is the holiday version of art practice. What are you doing? Are you cooking? Having a cookout today? I just like to make sure that the touch is decent. And it's like, well, today is the work day. And I wanted to show that before you get to the cute stuff, you got to do some of the behind the scenes stuff. Now, yes, these are the same 2 bags of dirt that have been sitting here. I just need somebody to come out here and do something with them. And as I have not. And I also have 2 mums that I would like to get in the ground. My asters from last year are coming up, and they're cute. One of them looks a little sickly, and I don't know why, but they're coming up. So let me take this back in, and I'll bring you back in with me. All right. Here we go. This is the holiday version. All right, so let's bring you on over here back into the studio. Kind of feels like like Mr. Rogers when he would take you on of course, you know, he had a professional film crew. It's just me carrying you around. Let's see what you see. I don't know. I've got my computer on over here. Hey there, it's 8:05. This is Brene Fenoy, art teacher. I'm in my studio, Labor Day edition. So I am going to try something a little bit different. I learned a little bit more, and I'm trying it out, learn a little bit more, try it out. So I'm going to do something, something a little bit different. Come on in here. We're going to try some stuff. All right. So I went down to the store, got this brilliant idea, and it's like, well, I don't know. I'm going to try it. Let's see what that dirt, somebody can come on and plant these too. Okay, this was about $5 for 4 flowers. All it needs is some time in the ground, the winter season, and then next spring there'll be cute little hyacinths for $4 instead of paying $8 for maybe one little plant. So my neighbor has hyacinths, and the smell in the spring is wonderful. I just need to get hyacinths down in the ground. All right, here we go. We've got us a little bit of outdoor paint. Okay, exterior paint. So I picked up a little bit of that because I figured that, and they say it's not oil based and it's supposed to be low VOC, so we're going to try it out. So I got a couple little colors. Let me see. This one, wait a minute. This one they mixed up. This one they didn't have. Wait a minute. We'll find out when I open it up, I guess. This one they didn't have. And so we're going to try a little bit of something. Now, of course, we have the intention of getting started, but today I don't have to hurry up and leave. So join me today if you feel like having me in the background while you're working. That's all I'm going to do today. Just continue on where I left off. Ooh, let me get my sawdust off. Looks like I've been working a little bit. You remember I still wanted to have my summertime thing. I don't know. I still got to get a stencil for that. So anyway, HOME. Let's do another one of those. Wait a minute. I don't want winter. Ooh, come on, little stencil. Now, I don't know whether or not you're getting breakfast today. I don't know if you are just chilling or if you're out doing a project or you're on the road traveling, getting to a destination. Okay, I think I'm just going to do another HOME on the back. Okay. Let me set this off to the side. And I'm going to turn you on over here. I need like another side table. Let's see about putting it right back here. Okay, so I can have all of my materials. Let me grab the sunflower so that you can see that now that it's dry, it looks pretty good. Okay. Now, as far as that rounded corner that I was telling you about, I did a little bit of rounding here, and it feels better when you pick it up. It's not like that rough wood. Now, this was my first board, of course, and I want to try to do a little something on this side. And so the edges are very kind of angular and harsh. And so shaving that off, like I say, you learn by doing, You learn from others. You get like the big picture, but until you get your hands kind of dirty a little bit, then you find out a little bit more. So I didn't shave any of this up here. And here's the sunflower. Let me see if I can get close so you can see that nice little purple pop up in there. Just a little bit. And I would need to, oh goodness. There it is. That is more like the color. Let me see if I can back this up. I would need to get in here. It's still so bright. I'm sorry. Get in here, maybe add a little bit of, let me see if this is more like the color. That is more like the color. Even out the yellow just a little bit. But I had a good time painting this. Okay. And of course, as I said before, we also have to maybe clean that edge up in here a little bit. But those are like the, little detail stuff. But the big picture is done. So that's all I need to do to that. I think what I want to do, I want to get a base coat on this other one, then work on this one, and then maybe come back to the other one if time allows. Today, I would like to be here maybe just until 9. So it's not over an hour, just under an hour today, if you want to hang. Tomorrow, might be about the same. And guys, I may go back to 7:30. 7:30 to about 8 o'clock. I'm seeing, now that we're back to work, I'm back in the day job, I may have to go back to early art practice. Because later in the day, everybody's busy. And then by the time I'm done teaching, because what they say, you leave it all on the field or whatever. I give everything through this computer camera. When I'm in person, I give you everything so that when I'm back home, I'm exhausted. So I leave it all on the field. And my son is so tired of me saying, mute yourself, put yourself back on mute. Why are you off mute? Hold on, everybody has to stay muted until you have permission, It wasn't as bad last week. And last week we were still doing our color wheel scavenger hunt. So now most people understand, okay, I'm at home, I can find this, I can do this. And I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get to painting. Uh, I think it was a little kindergartner. He was sitting there and then was shouted off, okay, yellow, go find yellow. I could see her come in and hand like an Oscar Mayer pack of bologna because that's yellow. And so that was a nice chunk of yellow. So he had his yellow, and I thought that was so funny that the mama was right there helping with the color wheel. Love it. And another little boy, by the time we got to maybe green or something, and they had started making their color wheels on the floor because I have them take their computer and hold it up and try to take a little snapshot of it. It's like, okay, all of these little ones, all right, guys, I got my color wheel. You got your color wheel. Hold on, let me take a whole picture of everybody. So his mom had walked through on his color wheel. Mom, that's my color wheel. That's my color wheel, Mom. Oh, so sorry. So it is so much fun at points, okay? But the mute and all of this, and yeah, I don't want to hear all of your music that's playing in the background, really. Some households are not quiet. Over here, it's quiet, for me to teach. But for my son learning while I'm teaching, it's not quiet for him. Yeah, it's a whole noisy situation. Story time done. Let's get down to some work. Roll the music. I think you're going to like this next move. Okay, so let's get down to it. Oh, let me angle you down. I probably still have to move you back. And I probably have to put my board up so that my box, so that it will help you see. And you know what? I've got two of them, so let's see if that'll be better for you. And let me turn this computer on over here while I'm off camera. So forgive me today if I get into it and I'm not doing a whole bunch of talking. I'm ready to work. Let me angle you down and move you back. Let me turn this computer back on, because while we were outside, it turned itself off. I've got water, I've got my pencil, I've got tape, I've got all my paint ready here. Let me put up this double board, and I know that will be super helpful for you to see. Cool. All right, I've got my stencils right there too. Let's see. Have I refreshed that page? Let me refresh this page here. Oh wow, I forgot I do have a meeting today. Let's see. And I need to crack these open. You want this one? All right. Okay. And let me turn this other one on too. Okay. I think we're good. And we're good. I don't need to use any of that for reference. Come on in here. Hold on. Let me see if I can have you right here without you going anywhere. I don't know. I still may have to move you a little bit. And I think I'm going to switch up a little bit. I think what I might need to do, let me pull this L back up, because I think I'm going to switch up. Let me do this again right here. Here we go. F and A. All right. And I've got my L. Okay, let me move this out of the way. And I don't necessarily feel I need to take these off. Just I might have to fold it back like that so they don't keep sticking to each other. All right, I think I'm gonna like this. I should do my background of the other one though. Okay, so that's good. And then the L. And then we'll move that one for the other L. You see, it doesn't take too long to assemble. A little while. All righty. So let me see. I'm being brave, but it's like right here on top. Let's see. What are we going to use? Let me use. No, I think that'll be too small. Okay, I've got my little pouncer. That's ready to rock and roll. Let me wet this brush just a little bit. That just seems to help the paint kind of come out a little smoother. And that gives it a little bit of water down here near the ferrule here. And as the paint comes up, it'll be easier to rinse out too. But that just hydrates the bristles, and then it just helps, I think, the paint flow off a little bit better. So, excuse me. Oh, well, I guess. Let me shake this up. Now, I just had this mixed yesterday. I didn't think it would. Oh, now see, dude. I think this is an old something. Then you need to come on and give me a slight little discount. Yeah, this is like old paint and whatnot on here. All right, here we go. Probably need a spoon of some sort. Okay, so here's a nice big. You know what? I'm getting a spoon. Sometimes there's no substitute for the tool. Okay. Matter of fact, I got a couple of spoons. So I'm just going to spoon out just a little bit. As you know, it doesn't take a whole lot. Okay, this is really thin. That's good to know. But it's supposed to be. Can you smell it? No? It smells like regular kind of. It's paint. Come on now, dude. Okay. Alrighty. So there we go. And I want the other one too. Let's see what this looks like on the inside. Okay, this one is a little lighter. Yeah, a little bit lighter. We'll just put that over there. So you see that it's two different colors. Let me give this a smell. Yeah, it just kind of smells like regular house paint, but it's supposed to be the good stuff for outdoor. Okay, that's what I was told. Now, let me just give that a quick stir. All right, so we've got our pouncer. I want to wet it, and you know what? It's just habit. I'm going to go ahead and wet it, but I'm also conscious now that I cannot leave any chances that I'm not drying it out sufficiently, because that other F on the sunflower one, the black kind of bled a little bit. Okay, so let's hit it. So I think you can see the letter F. Okay. Let me slide this down a little bit to have a little bit more leverage here. Oh, let's not get to the edge of the table. Okay, and definitely let's not start knocking stuff over. Okay. that'll help. Okay. And it'll be really close, so I'm hoping that will help. You see. I'm just going to go right in here on the spoon and pounce off the extra. And let's see about the coverage. Okay, that's fine, but we're going to go in here and get the big pouncer, okay? So hold on. Let me just tap it just in the water just a bit. And then let me go ahead and dry this out. Yeah, the big pouncer covers more ground, obviously. And I think I had the small pouncer for the acorns the other day. So you want it to have full coverage, but you also want to test it out right here to make sure that it is sufficiently cleaned off. I think this is going to work. Okay, I got it on that. And you know what? I'm going to not twist it. I'm just going to bounce it around. That way I know that that one side has more of that paint. And then I can just kind of twist it as I go along. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Here. Good morning. Let me get in here and hit this right quick. This one line. Here we go. Awesome. Okay. Alrighty, we will keep right on. So some of that orange may come through a little bit, and you know what? I'm not mad. Let me pounce that right there. Okay, now it should go along a little bit faster. I'm going to just smush all of this off of the spoon. I don't know why my computer's sounding like a jet engine over there. I guess maybe because I have two live. Now that letter A, that connector part, I may have to just manually go in there and fix that. So yes, we started this earlier. I don't know how many weeks ago. I'd have to go back and look at the broadcast. And, you know, you start somewhere. And now I've got a better idea. Let me put my spoon over here. Let me put my spoon over here with my brushes. It's okay if your first idea isn't the best. Let me go back up here. You have to start somewhere. And not be afraid to make a mistake, because mistakes do happen. But the more I think you do this, the better you get. Okay, the more hands-on you are, you pick up some of the, tips of what to do and avoid this. Okay, so I'm trying to see how this feels compared to the crafting paint. Okay, let me hit this right fast. I think I want to do another coat right quick, but it does coat pretty well. So my dryer is not plugged in. Okay, so I'm just kind of evening out a little bit of this stuff here. Let me plug in the dryer, hit that just a little bit. I'm just glad everything is right here. That's the good thing about having a designated space, a devoted area. So I'm gonna hit this, I'm gonna turn this on right quick. So You know I want to start with this one first because I want to hurry up and shift it down. Seems like it dries pretty fast. So as far as the ease of working with it, I kind of like it. But let's see once we lift this up. So let me hit this again down here so I can move it and get that other L. Now I wanted to get a paint that was designed for the exterior because I didn't want it to um, fade as quickly as some of the craft paints. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, so let me hit this side. Well, let me just wipe it just in case there's any little paints. Let me hit this side here. And I forgot, you're literally right here. I brought you in super duper close. Let's go ahead and set this part up here. Okay. Now I haven't locked the camera, so it may still move a little bit. Let me see if I'm trying to get this angle. Make sure we're good. Okay. And then we'll pounce on this. Actually, that one coat actually is doing pretty well, actually. Okay. Let's hit this part right here. Are you having a cup of coffee? Or your second cup? If you're off today, what are you doing? And I got to make sure everybody knows that when it's time, they're free to leave because normally 8:30 is the time. Okay, so let's see. It is 8:29. So if you need to leave, you know art practice is over. Okay. We're just going to hang out just a little while longer. Let me click over here right fast. Coolness. So I think I want to just make sure everything is okay. I'm going to go and look at a little teeny tiny one. Go along back on this edge here. Okay. So well, I have a little bit of this now that I'm seeing this edge over here. I like that it is drying pretty quickly. I don't know why I thought that it wouldn't. But let me hit this part right here. I don't know if you see, and I'm back on that letter F. Just down in this little corner here before I lift this stencil up. I can see some of the orange peeking around at me near the edge. But it's, you know, the stencil, it's the nature of this tool or this technique. That edge right there is going to be there. So let me see if I can smooth out my little pounce strokes here. Cool. So I know I'm going to see a little bit of orange up underneath there because of that connecting point on the stencil. So that will definitely have to be done by hand. And I'm going to hit this with a little pink over here. It's not hard. It just takes just a little while. And I'll have to clean that up with a little bit of black. So, let's see. Let me move this over here. Let me get this with my hair dryer again, right here. Okay, I'm gonna pop these off. I like the way that it dries pretty quickly. You see that edge is just kind of, it's there. I'd have to do some cleaning up. Ooh, boy. Oh yeah, I'd have to go through and do some cleaning up. But you know what? While I'm right here, I'm gonna go ahead with this little brush thing and at least give it a coat right now, right up in here. Ooh, this letter A. Ooh, this brush is looking a little crazy too. But we're gonna give it at least one coat because that orange is just not supposed to be there. Ooh, there's a lot of extras around here. So I would have to maybe, after it dries, come back with a little piece of tape and go right up against there. And I don't have my glasses on, so let me back away. So there's some white coming through. There's some orange coming through. There's some pink mishaps. So let me load up this brush and come right along this edge. And just kind of lightly going back and forth. Let me get a little bit more paint. And I'm glad I didn't spoon out any more than what I did. A little bit goes a long way. Okay. So even though we've got our stencil action going, you still have to have a little painting skills on point. Got a few little stray hairs on this brush. Trying to through my efforts of trying to freehand, but we can freehand. We still know how to do that. Okay, we'll have to do the same thing on all of the other parts that are kind of peeking through. Okay, but you see the cleanup is not that bad. I'm just going to brush back over. Cleanup is not too bad. Alrighty. But of course, as you see, that's not the sizzle reel. That's not the ooh ah part. Okay, so we're going to do that right here. Just going to this part right here. Alright, so we're cleaning this up a little bit. I'd much rather just kind of hit it right now. We could come back and do this now. You know, real live shows that are on television and produced, they probably would cut that part. Or, I just had a little faux pas. We're going to have to come back with a little black paint. All right, so we've gotten most of that orange out of there. Okay. So we'd have to do the same thing down here. Let's see if this is tilting up. Okay. Like I said, I know I haven't locked you in, so I know the camera just gradually will move on down. All right, so it is now whatever time it is, and as you see, this will take a little time to go through and clean up. So we may do this off camera. Let me clean out this brush a little bit. Okay, so let me pop that down there. So let me hold that back up just a little bit, moving you just a touch. Okay, so we can see what this looks like. Okay, I like that a little bit better than the orange. Let me see if I can turn these lights around so it's not so bright. So the fall, let me come over here. All right, so the fall, now I think I like that a little bit better. And then we will have some kind of little crest or something up there. I haven't figured out what. It just may be just one leaf, but I already kind of have that purple one back there. So I don't know. We'll still live with it. I'm going to set it back up over here. Okay, so let's get this next board at least set up for tomorrow. Let me put this here. And like I say, my great tip is, I'm sorry, you can kind of half see me. My great tip is to actually finish the sides of the board. This is unfinished here on the side. I don't like that. This is unfinished on this side. I would probably just go ahead and paint that black. Now the one that sold a couple weeks ago, has been a couple weeks, I don't even know. Whatever one, the one that sold that was white and it had H and a space for the O, M-E, and I put a shoe in there. That one, I made sure to finish on the side. So I am going to finish this one on the side, and that may be our time for today. What is that? 8:39? Okay. Let me get a little something to wipe this just a bit. Okay. This is the one that we sanded. All right. Are we picking up dust in here? Yes, we are. Should have done this on the outside. Hello. All right. Now, what I want to do, we're going to come right on back with some of that pink, people. Uh-oh. Let me twist this base now. I can't have everything falling out. There we go. So what I'm going to do, is take my trusty little 2-inch brush here. I keep forgetting it's on. The camera's on me now. So I'm going to wet that down just a little bit. And then I'm going to dry that out. Hello, what did I just do with my towel? I just feel like a nice bold statement. Today is just, we're just going to be a little different. Ooh. Let me get another paper towel just to dry that out, because water in the wrong place causes extra issues. All right, so here we go. I'm just wiping this down one more time with the dampness off of that particular rag, and you can't see anything. Let me back you back up. Hold on and make you travel again. Let me make sure I'm going in the right direction. There we go. Make you travel again. There we go. Hold on. And I'm going to move you back too. Hold on. Slide you back so you can see more of the board. Hold on, everybody. Come on, paper towels work. Ooh. hold on. I'm going to lift you up here, slide you all the way back so that you could see even more. Hopefully all of it at the same time. Let me see if this is a good, yep, good view. Okay, so all we're going to do, we're going to just make sure, hey, why does this feel so super duper wet still? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I wet it, but now we just want to make sure that it is not, because there's like a little void in here that'll hold extra water. We don't want that. So I've got that pink, and I've got that violet. Okay. So here we go. Let's see what we can do with this. Let me shake this up too. Why? Why not? Why not is what I'm saying. Let's try it is what all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying right now. Oh, so where's my other spoon so that I don't contaminate my colors? I'm going to put this one here right now, and then I'm going to start off with the light. We're going to go in here. We're going to get all of this deliciousness up off of this plate from before. And we're going to paint the sides too. Okay? So for those of you who are here for art practice, thank you for lingering around a little bit. Basically, all I'm doing now is prepping this board for tomorrow. Okay? And we're just gonna be a little extra. That's all, you know. Cause we got some extra folks out here. I know I'm not the only one. So we're just gonna be a little extra today. Okay. Now, of course, this is the all primer in one, and I'm using exterior paint. Let's see, let me make sure I got this part over here. And let me turn this part here. Let me refresh this here. Let me refresh this one over here. Okay. It is 8:44. My goodness gracious. So let's go ahead. Okay. We're going to get our spoon again. Just apply so we don't contaminate. Okay. So we're just going in here. And we will add as we need. Okay. And we'll just come right here and get it. Okay. So there we are. I'm going to go ahead and close this up. This one, I guess, is the new one. The other one is the one, I guess, the young man. I just, whoop, good thing we are in here in the studio. Just got a nice handful of paint. Just trying to guide it. Okay, let me get that. Trying to get this down in the wood grooves here where you can't see it, but you know, I just want it done, and I'm going to paint the sides too. Yeah, we're just going to be this paint girl. So this is that lighter pink, and I may come back with a darker one. We'll see, won't we? Oh, that's my box of stencils. So let me make sure. Like I said, there's no razzmatazz, no super fancy stuff today. Let me just take that paint that I had on my hands. Let me try to come over here on your side. Make sure we are all painted up. And then I'm going to go back in the other direction just to make sure we have any voids filled in. I'm glad I have my computer way, way away. You know we are on a board, so it's an organic surface. So there may be some irregularities as opposed to something that's more processed. Let's see. For the meat eaters, this would be, let's see, more of the pieces of meat that are cut off the bone. as opposed to those pieces ground up into mixed with other things. What am I hearing? Just want to make sure I'm good. I'm going to go back and get a little bit more of this pink. I guess I tightened it up a little bit too much. Okay, let me put this spoon back because I don't need it quite yet. I can get another little bit of spoon. All right, and I think we should be pretty good. We want a little bit of an ombre effect, so we'll see how that goes. Let's try it out. It worked fine on my smaller. We saw it a couple of weeks ago. It worked fine on this one. So today we're going to try a little bit of ombre effect on this big old board. So let me, well, I've got a lot of paint loaded up on my brush. Let me come on that side a little bit so I can see. Okay. Oh, yeah, we don't have anything over here. So hold on. I hope I'm not in the way. Here we go. Yeah, we want to make sure we are covering this now. Ooh, good thing I did. Come on. I'm dipping in that paint, so I've got a pretty good amount on here. And I'm just going to come on down. Right on down. So pardon me. In here. Probably should have, what they say, led with this one. But the other one is drying. Whoop, hello. All right, now let me do the same over here. Just want to make sure the sides are coated. I'm glad we shaved most of that edge off. And before you put on a, what do you call it, a final coat, you probably want it to dry overnight minimum. And if it's humid where you are, maybe an extra day. And if somebody says that they absolutely have to have it, then you give them the can of spray. If they absolutely have to have it before XYZ time, give them that can of spray and they can seal it, that clear spray. And so I've got an event that I am loving to participate in on Saturday, the She event by Katina Washington here in Indianapolis this upcoming Saturday. And I will be painting on the spot. Now, I got to go find some wood because yesterday at the store, their machine was down to cut the 12-foot board into 3 pieces. And it's like, well, I was going to get maybe 3, what do you call it? 3 1 by 10 by 12-foot long pieces. Get 3 of those cut so I could have, maybe 10 boards to work on between now and the event, to at least get the backgrounds done. So any custom stencils or letter sayings, because it could be your school, or your son's school, daughter's school. It could be your former school, because I went to Gary Roosevelt, so I might put Velt on here. I might still want this pink background and make the letters black. All right, so I've got most of this part handled right here. Okay, so I'm going to brush out some of this right here along the side, going back over the side just to make sure. Let me go back over here just to make sure. All right, so I've got most of the paint out. So now I'm going to come back in here with a little bit of spoon of this purple. Not too much. Let me lift this whole thing up. Now I feel like a little bit of Jackson Pollock. Uh-oh, I don't have anything to protect my floor over here. Honey, hold on, America. Because once you're gone, Susie still needs to clean up. Let me put that here. Where's my... I'm going to take the back of this canvas. I'm going to put this down here. Does anything spill? It'll be on that canvas on the back. All right, so this is my spoonful of sugar. All right, let's see what we got. Whoop, I'm getting paint on myself. All right, I'm going to go through here. And I'm going down on the bottom. And I have to get extra paint just because I am going on the bottom. To try to seal that bottom edge. And I'm thinking about maybe putting some of those little plastic, like little furniture. I don't know, it's something little, like a little bumper on the bottom so that the wood, if the porch or the entryway were to get wet, it wouldn't be wicking up the moisture from the bottom. I think about that kind of stuff because I want stuff to last. This is a handmade item. And I want it to be, something that you enjoy for a while. All right, so we've got this side here doing a little bit of ombre something. Let me step over here. In America. Let me see if I can get a little ombre something. Yeah, good thing I did come over here because sometimes you can see where it's filled in and where it's not. Like simply changing your perspective. Okay, so here we are. And I see I'm going to probably also have to use the next size or two down for the paper grid. Okay, so here we go. Now, I don't know, now this is down at the bottom. I may switch it up. This may be the top. Kind of liking this purple stuff. All right, so we're going to fade it into this next color right here. All right, so now I'm going to go across too, just to make sure it is in all of the grooves. All right, so I'm going to go back along on the side again to take this color up from where I am. Ooh, this is so much fun. Oh, what time is it? Hold on, America. It is 8:54. Okay. So yes, this is a slightly extended version. So we're just going to take this on up here over here too. Bring this on up. Feed it into the other. And then now we will go ahead and smooth it on out. And it seems like it wants to dry fairly quickly. And that's okay. So it looks like I may have to make sure I am working this in. Okay, so I will not go back down in that area. I'm going to bring a little bit more of this here. Get a little bit. Okay. And with the light right here, I can't see. I know that sounds crazy, doesn't it? But it's so, so bright. All right, let me not hold on to that part. All right. Make sure we're getting down into that little crack right here. All right, so here we are with our little ombre, and our time is up. Okay. Dare I sit down to greet you? This is Brene Flanoy. Do I need to come down lower? How about this? How about this? Okay, for the crazy art teacher. Signing off for today. I have had a ball, and I'm so glad you could join me. For the replay viewers, if you made it this far, hey, hopefully you knew how to hop along, move your oh, come on, I like this. Come on down here. Move your, I'm going the wrong direction. Going down the timeline a little bit further. We are done for today in our casual, let's just kind of go on here, and we're working on these boards again, live kind of show. It is 8:57. If you have Labor Day off, that's great. That's wonderful. Hopefully, maybe you're able to get a little rest and get rejuvenated for the rest of the week. Here's my tissue. Trying not to get paint upon myself. So, yeah, just cleaning up that edge a little bit so it'll be easier to open. Yeah, I can see myself going out here doing a little bit of Jackson Pollock. Don't start. What was that saying? Don't start, no, won't be none. Don't start no trouble. You won't. Ooh, this is already trying to. Let me put it on, but not so tight. So I've got all my little paints here, and I'm using exterior paint. Oh no. On that other view, you can see. Well, this is Brene Flanoy signing off for today. This is Monday, September the 7th, okay, 2020. I am in like a, I don't know, kind of like a time warp. So let me know how I can help you if you have any questions. You got little art people at home. Let me lift this up. Let me see. This is live. Yes, I do have pink on my arms. Ooh, Lord. Y'all saw me almost drop that board. So I've got a little bit of pink and purple. I am pink. I got to go. Brene Flanoy, art teacher by day, portrait painter, paint party instructor, art kit maker on the weekend and by nights. Let me know how I can help you. Yeah. Well, you know how it is when you want to get somebody good. It's hard to get in. I want a good sales page. And the person that I need to speak to, they are very busy. This is a busy season for what we're doing. And so I am hoping to get a sales page up soon. And I know I've been saying that for a month. I tried to get back up in there and it's like, nope, stop, let me get out. Let me find a professional. It is 9 o'clock. Variation is on. I got to go. Let me get these lights. Peace to you, people. Peace to you. I hope that you are learning stuff from my foibles and my mistakes. Because as you see, there are many of those. Minty of those. All righty. Signing off for now. This is Brene Flanoy. Peace to you. And make somebody smile today. Make yourself smile. Make it a great day. Create.